Okay. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is my 2022 Halloween costumes. So this year I'm doing 3 different costumes, all of which quite easy. I say that, they're not, but for me they're quite simple. I'll be doing DIYs for all 3 of them. That's for Gracie, all 3 of them. And yeah, I'm just going to show you the process of making each one. So the first one we're doing is Daisy Edgar Jones as Noah in Fresh with the pink dress. The second one we're going to be doing is Ghostbusters, so Ghostbuster jumpsuit, you know, the goggles and everything. And then the third costume, well, my third and that'd be the final? No, that one will be the second to last one, which will technically go out because the Ghostbusters one will be worn after, because I've got multiple things going on, parties and nights out and things. So but the third and final one, which is going to take the most time out of all of them, is Chrissy from Stranger Things season 4. I knew I had to do a Stranger Things theme one this year. So one, I've just always wanted to do Ghostbusters, and the other 2 are relevant to films that have come out this year. Obviously Fresh with Daisy and Sebastian Stan, my king. And then Stranger Things season 4 with Chrissy. So you're going to see the whole making of Chrissy's outfit, well, cheer gear. So, plus I'm a cheerleader, so it makes sense. Big up Silent Ravens. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first costume we are making is Noah from Fresh. So basically I bought this dress from Shein, got a really good deal on it, but all I'm doing is using a unpicking tool and just taking off all the beading of the dress, which some might see as a crime, but obviously it's for the costume, and I personally wasn't a fan of it anyways in general, so I'm just getting rid of that. And that's pretty much all I had to do in terms of the dress, because it already had sort of the detail on it and the ribbons for the bows. Obviously it was meant to be wrapped around the neck differently, as you can see in the picture, but I just used it and tied it at the front so it looked more like the dress from the film. So yeah. Okay, so now I am just using some craft foam to make the handcuffs that she wears. So I used a bit of Velcro, just the hot glue. Actually, tell a lie, it was sticky back, so I realised this. So I didn't hot glue it in the end, but it's sticky back. And then I just managed to make some locks out of cutting bits up, because I'm an absolute genius. And then just painted the locks gold. And they were so easy to get on, and I think they ended up looking really good along with the dress. And here is the final costume. I just added my pink Converse to it, which matched really well, and I'm obsessed. I have just shot content for this costume. Fake blood. Guys, fake blood. I need to go indoors now because it's cold out here, but I'm in love with how this costume turned out. It was one of the easier ones, but bro, it is so good. Anyways, moving on to the next costume. Moving on, we've got Chrissy from Stranger Things. So I just got some craft felt and I'm simply just drawing out the design of the front of a jumper onto the felt and cutting it out. Obviously I got the Hawkins colours. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, this part, really. So the jumper I ended up using was from Shein as well. I promise this is not sponsored, I just love Shein, and it wasn't expensive whatsoever, and it was like the perfect colours for this costume. Hey everyone, hey Sebastian, I'm in the art studio and I'm about to heat press something onto the back of my jacket for Chrissy. Basically, you don't really ever see the back of her jacket, so I am taking matters into my own hands, and because the mascot for Hawk and Tie is tigers, I decided to order a massive tiger patch. So I've turned my heat press on and I'm going to hopefully heat press this on the back. I say hopefully because I'm really hoping it will stick, but if it doesn't, then I'll just have to hot glue it. But it does have like the glue on the back like this, so with enough heat it should do it. But yeah, and then I'm going to go back down the garden and paint the rest of the jacket. Then it's just the skirt and then we are done. Yeah. Oh, that is on there. So, heat press, patch, great work. I didn't really doubt it because, well, it's 180 degrees, so it's going to be hot. It's very hot. Ta-da! Back of the jacket. It looks so cool. And it's like proper on there, you can feel it, the edges. It's proper on there. Best decision I've made. The patch wasn't too expensive. It wasn't cheap. Well, actually no, for what it is, I'd say it was cheap. But that on the back, then with the stripes on the sleeves and the writing on the front, it's gonna look great. Alright, time to paint. Okay, so the jacket painting process, here we go. So here I'm just getting up some reference pictures of the jacket, so I got the stripes correct because I didn't want to paint it the wrong way. But basically I just used masking tape to sort of briefly lay out where I wanted the stripes. It wasn't completely accurate, but once again, it's not one of those things that you're going to really pick up on. So yeah, I had to do this in a slow process and let it dry, paint the next stripe, take the tape off, next stripe, blah 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 blah. But yeah, you'll see the final result and it looks amazing. Then came time to finally paint Chrissy's name onto the jacket, so I just drew it out once again, then filled it in with the paint, and it looks really good. Okay, so now I wanted to match the yellow a bit more to the jacket because I realised the felt was a lot brighter, so I was just going around the edges mainly, maybe a little bit in the middle of the bits of felt on the jumper, with paint and just making it look like there's a bit more of a shadow on it. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like you can see what I mean. It makes a big difference. Okay, skirt time. So I ordered this skirt off of Vinted. Well, I technically didn't, my sister did for me, but it was very cheap. It was like £2 sort of cheap, so it was an absolute steal. It was a bit big on me, but my mum helped me take it in and add some pleats to it. Bless her. I didn't show this process because I completely forgot, but yeah, that's all you have to do. So here you can just see me hot gluing the bottom of the skirt, giving it a bit of a hem so that there's no fraying, because we cut it shorter as well because it was a bit too long. And then I'm simply just adding a like a line of yellow ribbon around the edge just to add the sort of detail on the skirt. There was white as well technically in Chrissy's skirt, but at this point I did not have long until Halloween and I had uni work to do, so I was just settling for the yellow, and it still turned out amazing. Okay. Attempt to get contact in. Can you tell I've never done this before? How am I supposed to get that off? Right, I've got it there. Okay, so I successfully got one in. I look absolutely insane. I can't even put my phone up. These are just bruises from chair, by the way. I look pretty insane. I'm struggling to get ready. So there we go. Because you've got to remember these contact lenses, I don't really think about it, but they partially blind you. So I've got like half my vision out of my right eye. So trying to, so the idea, I'm gonna put fake blood under my eyes in a minute. This is like dead side. Other side is Chrissy normally. And then that's what I've got, like the grey sort of going on this side. I'm just putting some pearly rings in like she does. I've done my hair. Robin just needs camera phone down. I've got my fake fringe to go in. Put in my gold chain. But yeah, I ran out of time to do the Chrissy little necklace that she has, so I've just used improvised. So you can get pictures like this. And pictures like this. I've got a bunch of TikToks to film, so I've won Halloween. I've officially done it. I've won. Slay. She slays.
Nobody move, there's blood on the floor. And I can't find my heart.
I always need a drink.
But there's some water there.
Yeah, but I need to put some more in there. Who am I, Wilson?
I am Bootman.
Bootman? I'm Bootman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman!
The music for going to the most effort goes to Cassie and Mike.
Okay, so my next costume is a Ghostbuster. So I'm just using some craft felt to basically make the patch that goes on the side of the arm. We all know what the Ghostbusters logo looks like. I don't really have to tell you. I was using a reference picture just so I got it correct. Then I just basically used some black acrylic paint on top of the felt to add the details onto the ghost and like in the background. But yeah, bit of hot glue to put it together, and it turned out really good. I had originally bought a boiler suit for this costume, but upon making all of my other costumes, somehow I managed to lose the boiler suit. Absolutely no idea where it went, but I had to improvise, and I used a tan shirt plus some science goggles that I had bought, as you can see, and this is what I wore to training for cheer, because yeah. Okay, now I'm a minion. So this wasn't actually ever planned originally for Halloween. This was an impromptu sort of costume that I just quickly put together for one of the cheer socials heading towards Halloween. So I used the same science goggles, but literally just stuck some minion eyes onto some like grey card, stuck that to the goggles, and then I just bought a yellow t-shirt, used my dungarees, painted my face yellow, and this is my minion, and I'm really happy with how it looks.
How I know
reacting to the Wakanda Forever official trailer. Do you see the tears in my eyes? I have pure chills. Look, pure goosebumps right there.